video. What's going on, guys? Long time no see ya. Man, I've been craving for a Twix and some Kit Kat. So figured I was just gonna buy me some. So the Twix King is $2.79. When I was growing up as a kid, you gotta be careful because very chewy. When I was growing up as a kid, the Twix cost 35 cents to 50 cents for the regular size, and for the king size it was between 79 cents and $1. Today, 2025, they're $2.79. Damn, that's expensive. I even got me a Kit Kat. Kit Kats were the same price, and they were a lot bigger. You know, they shrunk. See the Kit Kat? Uh-oh. The size was twice as thick, twice as big, you know, and it had a lot more caramel and chocolate, you know, so you pay more and you get less. That's how it is today. But anyway, so everything costs a lot more today also, so it's not like, you know, you have no choice. If you want it, you gotta buy it. If you don't, then you're out of luck. Tastes the same. I mean, it's like a Twix. I remember we had 10 speed. I had a 10 speed back then. You know, back then you can go to Kmart and you can buy a 10 speed. Back then, in the late 80s, early 90s. You can go to Kmart and buy a 10 speed for like under $100. You can't no more now. You have to buy a 10 speed at like one of those bike places, you know, where they're like $500-600. Why was I talking about a 10 speed for? Because remember I had a 10 speed. They were like super fast, you know. We used to have the Mongoose. They used to have the mountain bikes, and I had a 10 speed. And my sister would always send me to the store, and I was always, you know, super. I always had a lot of energy back then, you know. So I don't know where she got the money from, but she gave me a couple dollars. I don't even know how much it was, maybe a couple dollars or something. And I would get on that 10 speed, man, and I would fly down the road. I'd be going, I feel like I was going like 30, 40 miles, because the 10 speeds are like, you know, fast because they're aerodynamic, you know. They like blend in with the wind, you know, so it makes you go fast because the tires are real thin. And they used to have the old handlebars that have like the curl on the bottom. You know what the hell you call it? Looks like a bullhorn or something. Or anyway, so I used to go to the store, and I remember my sister always used to like those candy bars called whatchamacallit, and they had just barely came out with that whatchamacallit, you know, that kind of candy bar, and it was like a new thing, you know, a new candy, because they didn't have internet back then. They didn't have you know, texting and social media back then, YouTube and all that. So you would see something on TV, and then people would get thrilled about it, you know, and then they would want to rush to the store and buy it, you know. So anyways, make the long story short, man, I used to go to the store like 2-3 times a day for my sister. It's a hell of a good workout too. And I used to buy whatchamacallit. I used to buy the Twix, Kit Kat. And the Kit Kat, believe it or not, the Kit Kat used to have a foil film inside, you know, but they don't have it anymore. Now they use, you know, to seal it. But they used to have that back then, and you would just slide it out and then unwrap it from the foil and eat it. And the Twix, they didn't have that. It was the same, you know, but it was a lot bigger. Tasted like a Kit Kat, you know. And you could buy a lot back then. I mean, for like couple dollars, you know, you could buy like, you know, chips, soda, candy bars, you know, for like $2-3. Now you go into the store and try to buy that same stuff, it costs you like, you know, $10. It's crazy, huh? You know, everything has gone up like 4 or 5 times from the late 80s, early 90s, when things were actually affordable. When I first had my first job, I used to work for the city of San Jose, and I was in high school, and they give you, you know, a working permit. I think it was like 16 years old. You can get a working permit, or it was 15 and a half probably. And they were paying me back then, and this was like probably like 91, 92, something like that. They were paying me $6 an hour. So I thought that was a lot of money back then. You know, I was, you know, making like 200 and something dollars a week. And I thought it was a lot of money. And every time I got paid, I had it, because I had a car, you know, I had a Toyota, one of those old Toyotas, like a 1978 station wagon Toyota. I don't know if you remember those. And I spent all my money on that stupid car, but never could get it working right. and then my mom gave it to some guy, I don't know. Man, all that money I wasted, shit. Stupid things, you know, because I was never taught anything, you know. Things you learn, things you grow up, man, in life, you know. Crazy, huh? You never know where you're gonna end up in life, you know, like when you're young, living with your parents, and then you reach a certain age and you're out of the house, and now look at me, I'm living over here in Washington. Like, what the hell am I doing here, huh? But the investment I have is working out very well, and I would say like in 2 months, probably maybe less, I should have everything squared away, you know, either a truck so I can haul my trailer, or a Class C motorhome. But maybe I'll get me a truck because they're less expensive, and then I'll save more of my money on the investment, because I can't buy a house yet for another 1.5 years because of my bankruptcy. But I'm debt free, so I don't owe any debt, credit cards. So my goal is to buy the home cash, and it's gonna happen, guys, believe me. So I'm here at the park, and I'm gonna enjoy my Twix, and I just thought I'd share that story with you guys. Yeah, so everything back then was like totally bigger, man. It was a lot bigger in the 80s. And a lot less expensive. There's a receipt, look. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.